Hello. All right, let's go. Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today is another day of me trying to explain another character within this game. And today's character is going to be Meredith. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, before starting with the game, let me show you her ranking. Okay. So, when it comes to her ranking, I had to put this character here in this rank. Okay. Why is that? Overall, her damage output is not as high as these guys, but it is more than enough for you to get a very good amount of kill because it is 800. But because not only 800, because her passive skill, active skill, and even ultimate are very complementary with her weapon, to the point that this character automatically falls into the S ranking because she is a lot more easier to control despite all of these character here, because as you probably know, distance is a very important topic in this game. So when it comes to distance, Ming is the character that I need to get extremely close to the enemy in order to kill them, whereas for Meredith I can shoot the enemy from a mid or even uh, medium long range, something like that. Okay, even in short range. So she basically covers mid range, short range, and medium long range. Okay, so that much good this character is. And let me talk about them, all of them, one by one. So first of all, let's talk about the character weapon. So this character overall damage output is going to be 800 if you were to increase the magazine capacity, and then afterwards you can basically use this recoil handling and spread control, because this weapon has been given two stability function. Okay, recoil handling and spread control. This is the exact reason why when I try to shoot this character, sorry, shoot at this using this character, you will definitely see that majority of the bullet are inside. Not only that, you will also feel on your mouse that you are overall getting less vibration. So how much damage did I actually got? I got a maximum of 840 damage, as you can probably see. Okay, so if you were to get 840 damage with this much accuracy, this is when the weapon itself becomes a higher tier characteristics. Okay, so the reason, this is one of the reason why I had to put this character obviously above B rank, because B rank character is Flavia. Flavia, her weapons doesn't get that much power boost at all, even though if you were to maximize it. Okay, whereas if you were to talk about this one also has a bad uh, what should I call it, weapon damage output, but at least her active skill and ultimate are at least a little bit better than this one, because it causes an area effect, and you can also hide behind the doll for a longer period of time, whereas for this one it only stays active for a short period of time. Obviously compared to this one, it is not gonna be the same. Each character has their own specialty, so let's talk about the specialty of this character. So as you definitely saw, the overall damage output was 840 with 35 bullets. How much is it? Yeah, 35 bullets. It is a lot. Okay, now when it comes to her other thing, which is called passive, that is, if you were to get up in the sky for a short period of time, and let's say you do not have a certain ground, you don't need to worry, you just shoot while gliding in the air. So that's basically the benefit of this. So another benefit is, let's say you are jumping off a high cliff. Okay, you can immediately move through the air like this, and in that way you will be able to hit the enemies. So yeah, it is good and also bad. Okay, why is it good and bad? Every action, it has a good and bad, but it is a total amount of good to bad ratio. So when it comes to the good to bad ratio of this character, when gliding, you just need to make sure that there are not too much enemy around. Otherwise the enemy player, if there are many of them, obviously they'll be able to shoot you. But if you were to go one versus one, this flying capability is gonna cause a little bit confusion for the enemy. And in order to confuse them, you must need to do the following thing. First of all, jump, spread a little bit, fall, drop, and then shoot again. So by doing it in this manner, what happens is the enemies are gonna have hard time directly focusing on you. So that is an important part. Okay, now as you probably can see the spread and recoil control, let's talk about that. So when I try to shoot any of the enemy in this large distance area here, you'll see that the overall uh, damage is going to be more than enough, that I had to use about 15 bullets to destroy the enemy. So if it takes this much accuracy, or if it maintains this much accuracy, that I can destroy the enemy within 15 kills in a long range, such as this is 37 meter. Okay, 37 meter, and that is 50, about 60 meter. So if I can shoot enemies that are very far from me, obviously this obviously makes this character in a higher tier. Okay, so let's see. So with the remaining 20 bullet, I was able to destroy that enemy over there. So let me try again. Okay, so obviously you still need to use a lot more bullets. At least the bullets are going to be accurate enough for you to actually destroy them. Whereas there are other cases where I empty the entire magazine and I still cannot kill the enemy. So this is a benefited stuff, which is why I would definitely put this character in a higher tier, like even from here to here, only after I explain to you guys how these characters active skill, passive, and ultimate functions. Okay, now let's start. So when it comes to this sandstorm, it basically creates a sand tornado. So this is a sand tornado. Okay, and anything in the sand tornado, all of their HP are gonna get leaked out. Their HP, not their armor. And you can do it in two manners. You can either increase the duration or increase the sorry, I mean decrease the cooldown. So in cases like this, obviously if you were to only go for this point of perspective, then cooldown is the best option, which is true. Cooldown is the best option, but the question is which one should you select? Should you select this or this cooldown? Obviously it will depend based on your gameplay. For me, at the moment, cooldown is very preferable for me, and you can also use multiple of these instead of two sandstorm, what should I call it, tornado. You can have up to four if you were to activate this. Okay, I'll eventually activate it. And what about this, which is called airborne gravity? So airborne gravity, what it basically does is, normally when you use these characters, what should I call it, ultimate. Okay, so before going to the ultimate, let me finish the active skill. So it creates a sandstorm tornado. Enemies movement will reduce, weapon usability will reduce, and their HP will start draining, and they drains a lot faster. I actually saw them during the gameplay, so there is no need for me to again explain it. And what about this? This one is, she basically creates a tornado, but this time's tornado dome. She basically creates a tornado dome, and inside the dome you can go, but your HP will go down if you are the enemy, that is. But if you are an ally, it will basically give you an additional protection against vision. Like the enemies will not be able to know where you are, because their vision are blocked by this tornado dome or sandstorm dome. Okay, so this is basically how it works. And obviously it has a gravitational pulling effect, like it will basically pull the enemy towards the center, and while you enter this dome you will also lose your HP. So that's basically how it goes. So what does uh, what does this do? Airborne gravity. Airborne gravity is basically this passive skill. So this passive skill will basically increase, the bar will increase. So that's basically it. So if I were to go like this, the bar will increase a little bit more than before. So let's see. So overall the duration will increase. That's basically what this thing is, this airborne gravity. Okay, so let's use the character ultimate. So the character ultimate, before using, what happens is you get to choose where you can select. and the distance is almost unlimited. Okay, so because the distance is almost unlimited, I will try to do 2 times. Okay, I'll shoot it from there. I'll shoot it from here to there. Now let's see where it is. I'm here and this is there, that place. And let's see how many distance. It is almost 60 meters away. So it had been activated almost 60 meters away from the character where the character is standing. So you can probably guess what is the actual uh, length of this attack. The length of this attack is almost unlimited. Okay, so you can basically apply it anywhere. Now if I were to apply it here, you can definitely see that I am inside the dome right now. Okay, so once you enter inside the dome, you will see that the sands are pulling. These are basically the pulling effect. The enemies are going to be pulled toward this center area, and they will continuously take damage. The only one who will not be affected by this will be the character herself and the allies. And you can make this even more invisible if you were to have the grenades. Okay, why is that? Well, let's see, not any grenade. I think a smoke grenade. So let's say during the endpoint, during the demolition match, or let's say during this escort mission, you are basically covering the area to either make sure that the bus can move forward, or basically the demolition bomb is not going to get taken away by the enemy. So what can you do? You can basically select here while this dome has been activated. What the? Oh, sorry. I meant to press X. Okay, here it is. So once this is activated, what you can do afterwards is immediately also use a smoke bomb if any of the enemies are coming nearby. So once all of this is activated, obviously what will happen is if you are the user or if you are the ally, you will be able to see where the enemies are coming from, and you can basically shoot at them from there. Okay, like shoot at them. So overall, this is how it works. Now another thing that you can definitely do when in cases like this is if you were to have allies, such as, what should I call them, such as either Fuchsia or maybe uh, Lowin, Fuchsia, Lowin, or any of the character that can basically detect the enemy's location, then obviously using the smoke bomb and these are going to be a lot more beneficial. Okay, so another combination I can definitely show you is you will basically use the ultimate. Okay, once you use the ultimate, you can use another of these active skill and shoot it here. You can basically create multiple barrage. Okay, now as you can probably see, I have created multiple barrage here, which is why the enemy has to come to this one place, and then they will see you defending the pass with your active skill. They're gonna have a lot more problem in this manner. Okay, or if you were to, let's say, activate these characters multiple, what should I call it, sandstorm generating capability, then it will be a lot more beneficial for the entire teammate. Okay, so from that point of perspective, if I were to if I were to release this ultimate and then use the active skill, it will basically create multiple of this thing, and the more you have, the more HP drain is gonna be happening. So their HP are gonna constantly stay low. So you can definitely see on the map, okay, of how many circles there was. So it is a lot more, or more than enough for to distract the enemy for a longer period of time. So overall, my conclusion for this character is this is a very good character. Her weapon, her sorry about that, her weapon, her active skill, passive skill, and even ultimate, all complement each other, especially the weapon part of how much accurate it is. Normally, the accuracy of the weapon decreases if they are a submachine gun or maybe an assault rifle, but this character is basically using a submachine gun. But despite, I think this is an assault rifle, but it looks like a submachine gun anyway. So the thing about this gun is, because of having spread and recoil, this character is overall extremely good at using it. Now, what about this awaken skill 1? So this one basically blocks the view if I were to use the active skill, and this one basically makes multiple of the same sandstorm, which is good for draining the enemy's HP a lot more faster. It basically goes on which route you want to take. If you are going for demolition, then definitely hiding is a very good idea. Or if you are going for escort, then Dune chain is also a very good idea. Like both of these are very useful to use. So as a result, even if you were to say select I awaken 3 or maybe awaken 2, both are useful, but I myself would like to use this one a lot more better than this, okay, because this one hides the overall my location, and hiding my location during the gameplay is a lot more important for me, especially important for this character, because she is a scissor member, and for the red team the escort mission is a lot more difficult if I were to not hide where I am in or near the bus, okay. And what about this awaken skill 1? Awaken skill 1 is basically allies gliding within the sandstorm are lifted upward by a powerful gust. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so okay, okay, I cannot see myself flying up. Allies glide within the sandstorm are lifted upwards. So okay, let's see. Okay, so first of all, let me use this character here and let me glide into it. Oh, I can stay up for a longer period of time. That's basically what it is saying. So yeah, you can also use it like that. It is totally up to you. Even your teammates can also be able to glide within this area here. So it totally depends on how you can use it. And I actually didn't knew about this part either. But this is a very good thing, because if you want to do a surprise attack, obviously this is going to be a lot more useful, because your teammates are not basically restricted by it, because unlike the wind storm grenade, where basically the allies are not having a chance to get on the floor till the effects wears out, at least in cases of this character here, they are still going to be able to get down whenever they want, even this character herself. So in terms of her weapon, her overall damage output even at long range, to even being able to help the allies hiding themselves and herself and many different way, I will definitely have to put this character in a high ranking, okay. But the only reason I had to put this character here instead of here is because her overall damage output is lower. But every other way, she is no different from this one. It is the exact same reason why I had to put this character in this range here and had to put this one here, because this character, all of them are very useful in terms of using their active skill, okay, passive skill and even the ultimate skill. And they are awaken 1 or 2 or 3, whichever they are very good at. These characters are very good at using them, and they are very easy to control. And because of this reason, I had to put all of these characters in their own separate ranking, and that is exactly why this S rank character exists. These characters do not outperform these two, because these two characters are great on their own. This character is the greatest healer. This character is the greatest uh, enemy annoyer. Okay, like you will be able to annoy your enemy a heck lot better than maybe this character here, Audrey. You will see eventually why. I'll talk about this character in the future. And this one is able to hide the enemy's location a lot more easier. So with all of this mind, I will have to put Meredith in S rank. So overall, this is my conclusion. Now, I know some of you will say, but bro, I have hard time. If you have hard time using this character, then your aim probably might be bad, or maybe going around the obstacle might be bad. Okay, if you are very bad at going near your enemy, then I highly suggest that you use Ming for a longer period of time. Only then you will be able to know how to sneak up behind the enemy, because Ming is the only character she that you are gonna be using not for long range but for short range, despite this character having a AK-47 which has a horrible aim. If you use this character and know how to get behind the enemy, then you will be able to make a lot more overall damage output using this character here, because all of her skills complement each other in such a way that this character saying that this character is bad is basically an overstatement. Okay, so if you like this video regarding this character called Meredith, then please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icons to get more of this type of topic on a regular basis. Thank you and see you again next time.